Okay, I'm here with wide receiver coach David Gettis and Kristian Brown. Coach Gettis, talk about the first 3 weeks of camp so far, what you've seen from the guys.
So far, it's been great. I see a lot of competitiveness from our group. Just talking about the receivers in specifics, a lot of the guys that made plays for us last year, Kristian Brown being one of them. Gracie and Kyle McBride back healthy this year. Just making a lot of plays. It's a new offense, it's a new scheme. There are some similarities to what we did last year, but for the most part, it's a lot of new verbiage and just learning the new plays and seeing guys take the new information, run with it, and go out there on the practice field and go out there full speed, make plays is a great thing for a coach to see, and very excited about the progression going forward because, like you said, you just started off. This is a new offense, and the sky's the limit.
Kristian, what were your goals coming into camp, and how do those align with your goals for next year?
Coming into the camp, I talked to Coach Gettis before, and I remember telling him, I just wanted to get to my max, just get the best possible athlete I could be. And so, I just wanted to come into camp giving everything 100%, just making sure I left it all out there on the field. And, getting the new offense and everything for Coach Kerrigan, it's really intriguing. The guys are enjoying it. So it's a task, but I think we're knocking it down, and we're getting a lot better.
Coach, what have been your goals these 3 weeks? You talked about the offense progressing.
Right.
Was that one of your big things that you wanted to see this spring?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for us as far as our progression is concerned is just getting the fundamentals of the offense, the basic scheme. I feel like once we get to the basics, once we master the basics, if you will, we can have a gauge of where we're at, and then we can have a gauge as far as what we can add on, what we can take away, things of that nature as far as from the coach's perspective. And then just seeing guys compete, really. You want to see guys go out there and run around a little bit. It's a really competitive nature that we're trying to build. It's a competitive culture that we're trying to build. So you want to see that competitive culture start with the spring and then carry over into, camp this summer and then into the season eventually. So that's where we want to go.
Kristian, for the wide receivers as a group, what makes this a successful spring camp?
Just to grow a little bit. We've got a couple years under our belt. We got some vets now. So just growing. And Coach Gettis is doing a great job of teaching us a lot of fundamentals. Just starting at the basics. And I feel like we're doing a great job of learning and grasping the concepts. And just to grow as a unit together as a whole. The offense in general, coming into a new offense, we all need to be together like brothers, like Coach Kerrigan preaches all the time. So just to grow together and be able to play for another, in the fall.
You talked about guys being here now for more than a couple years.
Mm-hmm.
How has that really helped step up? Have you started to take on a leadership role? Have you seen other guys take on more of a leadership role the longer they've been here?
Yes. I've noticed that the veterans are trying to step in and kind of be like coaches on the field because coaches can only do so much. But once we get inside those white lines, it's on us. And so as players, some of the veterans and the older guys are taking leadership roles and making sure, we're finishing blocks and we're hustling through the whistle and just little things that really makes a difference during the game. And I feel like the leadership is really playing a big part in this spring.
Coach, what are some of the key things you want to see then through the next week of camp into the spring game?
I'm a proponent for. I understand that mistakes will be made, but I want to see progression every single day. So we have progressed. We are learning the offense. We are continually growing as a position group and as an offense and as a team collectively. But my biggest coaching point, if you will, to the receivers is progression and seeing them consistently get better every single day. And then from there, the sky's the limit.
Kristian, in more of a general sense, where do the receivers fit in this offense and what are their expectations?
I feel like we play a big role, as does everybody in this offense. Everybody plays a major role. We can't function or do anything without our other parts of the offense. And I feel like, with that being said, Coach Kerrigan and Coach Gettis are doing a great job of making sure that we understand the concepts and everything we're supposed to be doing. We're at the right place at the right time, just so the whole office can run as a whole and be well functioned. So I feel like everybody has a major role, and as long as we do what Coach Kerrigan and Coach Gettis are preaching to us, then I feel like it's gonna function well.
Coach, who's one of your wide receivers that stood out so far in camp?
Well, the guy right here, he's doing a great job so far. He had a couple nagging injuries a little bit, but he looks great right now, looking to go strong off of that. Ben Gallavi is a guy who's been here from day one of the program, is progressing every single day and looks fast and explosive. Kyle McBride, a guy that made plays for us early on in the season last year and unfortunately got hurt with a foot injury, is coming back off of that strong and has made a lot of plays this spring so far. And then a lot of our young kids. We have Jackson Millar, who's made some great plays, and Balin Ware, who's two young freshmen coming in, redshirt freshmen coming in this spring with a lot of potential. But it's great seeing them use that potential and turn it into actual feasible talent and using that talent to make plays for the offense. But we've had a lot of great plays made from just the group overall from everyone. But like I said, I'm going to hammer down on that. With my one point is just really all about progression every single day. And we've seen a lot of good progression, but we still have a long way to go.
Kristian, who's somebody else at a different position on offense that's made a big step so far this spring?
At a different position, I feel like they are with the tight end count.
Sure.
Okay. I feel like our tight end is a big position right now. We only have one going in, handling a dirt tight end going into the spring, Phillip Taylor, and I feel like he's doing a pretty good job handling that position. And then we have other tight ends that are out in 2-point stance, but I feel like Phil's doing a great job. He used to be a tackle, so therefore his blocking is very great, and I feel like his route running is getting good. Thanks to Coach Gettis and Coach Kerrigan, and I feel like he's going to be a key aspect to our offense.